That one's me.
So what's up? What's up, everybody? It's me. True Star Screamer. And I apologize for the little delay. I was having some audio issues. And it was me. I couldn't perform on demand. It's this whole being over 45 thing. It happens. Sorry.
That one's he.
Hope everyone is
Zelda.
You heard that from here?
Zelda?
Yeah. Yeah, one of the kids is playing it. Your ears perked up.
You and Nintendo stuff, I swear.
I love them.
But it's first of all, good to see you, gentlemen. Good to see you, Matt. You have been missed.
I'm here. I exist. T is in a sudden lightning storm.
I'm about to get a freaking seizure from T over there. But
one of my lamps has a short in it, and I need to get another one.
I can identify by being short. But of course, it's Thursday. You know what that means. It's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time-ish, and it is time for the FigureAction podcast. We appreciate everybody in the chat room. Toy Mafia, of course, paying acknowledgments for those who are no longer with us. Winston, is always good to see you. And yeah, that was us having technical issues.
Morbid thought. I wonder how many of our other viewers aren't with us, and we just don't know.
Well, that got us off to a banging start.
That note, that just I'm not quite sure where to go with on that.
The music is good.
Yeah. I needed something to fill in the awkward silence that you just generated for us. So, while my brain recovers, T, since
maybe
you
lower
put me
the
in this
volume
state,
on it a little bit, though.
Okay. But T, since you put us in this lovely state, how are you doing? And did you get anything cool?
Hi, everybody. I don't think that I have. Did I purchase anything? I don't think I purchased anything. I've been going to stores, like I went to Target today. I saw things I wanted, and I was like, just hold out till you see the things you actually really 100% want, and put it back. But PM Reviews, Sony, Blocky sent him some stuff that he wouldn't necessarily look at on his channel. But then he asked me, did I want to look at it? I was like, yeah, I like Blockies and stuff. Whatever, free. They sent me this Saint Seiya.
Oh, that's cool. Have you ever actually watched any Saint Seiya?
I have not watched. I did review this guy from the Bandai version. But how many people? If this is like the other Blockies, there should be 12 different people in here. Or 12. Just 12 figures. But then I didn't know. Wait, what you about to say?
I was saying, it's a good show. By the way, your mic's a little off.
Yeah, you sound a little tin canny. And let's cut that music volume down just a little bit more.
Okay.
Tin canny.
That's much better.
Yeah,
perfect.
Just lean forward a bit. Don't be too relaxed.
Oh. So I'm not. But yeah. And I thought it was just gonna be this box, but I was like, that's a big box for just this case. Then there's this guy in there, Scorpio Milo. I guess this is the one that lights up like the Plastic Class Transformer. And then that's not all. It's Aries Mew. These ones are more involved. They're like actual model kits. In fact, you can see the sprue things right here.
Oh, cool.
Are you signing up for that?
Huh?
Are you doing that? Are you signing up to do that?
Since he sent it to me, I'm obligated to do a video. He said he put a word in for me, but they already should have me on a list somewhere. So, but apparently I got to do like a picture, a post, or a reel or something. It doesn't even have to be a real video, but more than likely, I'm gonna open all of these and mess with them. But I don't know how involved it's gonna be. But, did I ever? I don't know if I showed this. I think I forgot to show this last week.
No, you showed her last week because then you showed
I
her the
did.
light up feature.
I did. Well, now, Matt, how have you been? Where have you been? Why have you left us?
We've missed you.
It's been crazy. It's been busy, and I need a haircut pretty bad. So look at that. Yeah, I've been good. Just living life. Let me see what.
No major changes. You know, people haven't seen you for a while.
That's true. I did get engaged. So
Sorry, can you say it a little louder, please?
so there's that.
We're so happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's gonna be an honest man.
I don't know that means that. I don't think it does. But I did get but onto the important stuff. I did get an Odious, so I have one of these now to my name.
Isn't that such a great figure?
He is. In fact, I did something with him I hardly ever do. I threw away the box. I just saved all the accessories. I said, nah, he's going to hang out, and I don't need the box anymore. So I just threw all the accessories in a bag, and he's been hanging out on my desk.
Last year, that was the epitome of what an independent toy should be.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still up there this year, too. But let me see. So I did get a few things that I'll talk about a little later that kind of cross over into what we're talking about today. The other kind of unique thing I will show off is that recently went to a local Comic-Con about an hour and a half away. And there was a guy there that did custom work, made his own thing, something I've never seen before. He had a table full of spaceships in a bottle. So
okay, I dig that.
He had... I started looking at the different things he had, and he had like small bottles with like TIE fighters in it. He had larger bottles with Star Destroyers and the Enterprise and the ship from Futurama. Like he had a lot of deep cuts, and I was just gotten to talk to him, and I said, you know, the real ones know if you had a Serenity, and he pulls this out. So now I own it because I had to, you know.
He called you out on that.
He called me out, so now I own it. So yeah, it's a Serenity in a bottle.
Is it a solid bottle? Like, does it look like? Are there any seams? Did he glue it? Did he cut it?
He did cut it. There is a seam here a little bit, but when you have it on the stand, like it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's a resin print that he hand painted and then sealed in the bottle. So and then he custom makes the display stands for each one. So yeah, once I realized that he had a Serenity, I thought, all right, well, shit.
We got a question. How big was that biggest bottle?
How big was the biggest bottle? If I remember correctly, this is a standard wine bottle size, and I think this is as big as he went. Like the ships weren't into scale, obviously. It was so he had a scaled down version of things. Yeah, he had a Galactica, you know, but the smaller fighters were in like smaller alcohol, like little single shot bottles. So you could get many, like they had Cylon Raiders and, you know, kind of stuff like that. So yeah, it was cool. Very happy with that purchase. It was a little more expensive than I wanted, but it was nice to support an independent artist.
Well, and that's just, I'm gonna say it, like that's unique. That's
right. That's why I showed it off, because some of the stuff I'm going to talk about when we go through our list of stuff for the year, like it's stuff that a lot of people have. So, you know, it's not a big deal. But how about you, Dave? How are you? Oh, we got Mike in too, but and now I'm back.
Oh, yeah, you know what? No, Mike's more important than me.
Hey, Mike.
Hi.
Mike.
I wasn't expecting to be up already. How you guys doing?
Always expected.
We're doing
Great.
great.
Good. Very
Firing
good.
on all cylinders.
Best
We're
part.
playing with a full house tonight.
Yep. What are we doing tonight?
Just talking to. Well, let's start with right now. We're just telling us about you.
Oh well, I was wondering why the Sarah McLachlan music was going on, but we'll not even go about that route. What do we? Oh, stuff that just popped in. So it's a funny story as always with me and shipping stuff. I was looking for that Silver Age Superman, and of course it was not anywhere to order. So I went across the border and ordered from DJC Collectibles in the beginning of April, and because they had the Silver Age guy, and my package got lost in the mail middle of last month. So the guy delivered it to the same house number, but one street down, which also starts with an F. So we started, doing the whole process of getting refunded and stuff. Well, Tuesday night, there's a knock on the door, and it was the lady that lives in that house. And she's like, hey, this package was delivered. So, yay, I have a Silver Age Superman. Oh, but extra funny story is I found this 2 days before, thanks to T at Target. So I have another one that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. But
That's what the T
cool,
stands
figure.
for.
T. Other stuff that came in. It's actually kind of a thank God I like me. But
We say that like we don't have absolute control over it.
I know. It's something that was said in a group earlier was actually it was last night on Unboxing Art's stream. One of the guests he had on there was like, yeah, I can just stop whenever I want. I'm like, God bless you, because there's an addiction going on. Anyhow, tonight I got in a pile of loot of stuff, or at least 2 of the 3 things that was in my pile of loot. I'm still waiting on that ramen van that's supposed to arrive tomorrow now, I guess, which I forgot I ordered. And additionally, I had Moses on my mind. So this is the Biblical Adventures Young Pharaoh Moses. And these are really, actually really fun toys. So, but I picked up a couple of things, obviously, through the past year and a half from Chris at conventions and stuff. Usually he was showing his Angels and Demons, not copyrighted, but now his waves, his books have come out. So yeah, I picked up Moses, and I already have the red or the Roman soldier and one of his Jesus figures. I just can't remember which one. Oh, Divine Mercy. So it's really, really nice. And then I have one more coming in, which is the Crucifixion Glove. That's going to be a really cool thing to open, and it's it's very unique and such. So yeah, Biblical Adventures, really good toy line. Last thing was I got another order. Dave, did you get your order in finally? Then went to Massachusetts and back.
Yes, I did. I was actually going to save that. Save that to the end. I was going to open my box live on cam to see if I got anything gold.
Oh, very cool. All right. Well, then I'm going to hurry up and get through things because I want to see if you are lucky. Because the last thing I got, as I dropped stuff from last weekend, is a friend hooked me up.
All right,
dude.
So it's a very very cool repaint. Not without its flaws. So yeah, that's my stuff. So without further ado, Dave, how are you?
Well, I'm currently, just so you guys know, if I start freezing up, I apologize. My internet apparently is going a little wonky. So, got a little spectrum. But I got some neat stuff. The heck was that? First thing I gotta say,
Mike is really good.
I got blockies.
Blockies
So
are
who
tight.
influenced you?
I mean, they're inexpensive. They go together quick, and they display perfect. What more can you want? And they scratch that 80s nostalgia itch beautifully. And like,
Are you getting these from a store?
huh? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, my
online
Walmart
or
finally got them, but all they got are the Transformer ones. No, so not the actual G1 stuff. So
and does that cliff jumper have a windshield in his belly? I can't really tell. Oh, there we go.
but he does have a wheel on his back.
Awesome.
It's like the first one took me about 15 minutes to put together. The other one, I got it together faster than my wife changed into her pajamas. I was like, okay, that's fun. So, also, I got the Ultimate Miles, and I'm trying to get a review out for this guy, but since I'm fighting with this new computer, I've been having to redo my software for everything, and all my old capture software is not compatible with Windows 11. Yay! So I've been kind of having to redo stuff and relearn things. But I'm going to try to get a review for this guy up. But this Ultimate Miles, do not. If you are a fan of Miles Morales, do not sleep on this figure. He's not perfect, but there's much more to love than there is to gripe about. Yeah, the hips are a little wide, but when you put him in a pose like this, you really don't give a damn. Yes, if you have him standing in an A stance, that's when it becomes noticeable. But when you have him in a kinetic stance like this, I absolutely love it. So I do recommend the Ultimate Miles. Shit, and I froze. What'd you say?
I said it's probably uncomfortable
You're
to
okay.
sleep on him.
You're here.
My internet's acting up again. Oh, I can tell.
No, that was just a really bad joke from T. Carry on.
It was so
And then, like I
bad
said-
it damaged your internet.
Apparently. And then, like I said, got my little Valiverse box here, which I'm going to open in front of you guys right now. But it is just two of the Steel Brigades.
All right, fingers are crossed. Everyone in the chat, let's cross our fingers and hopefully Dave gets a gold one.
It's great. It's good. You did a good job, T. Proud of you.
And now we freeze.
You're frozen on my screen now, Dave.
It's the suspense. He's doing this on purpose.
He's holding really still.
I'm impressed. So
And he's holding his breath. Oh, now he's back.
there he is.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, did
So
we
it's
lose
a
the
wrap.
screen
Here we go.
yelling?
Here's the first one. I'm still the first one. Have not opened it. I'm not looking. You guys will see before I do.
Maybe.
It's
It's awesome.
really good. It's silver.
That's. But man, they do look good.
Mm-hmm.
They do. I still didn't open mine yet.
And for the second one,
All right.
Oh, is that what you guys were doing?
this method worked really well for me with Pandora last time. So
Oh, so you took your pants off now?
Yep, you froze again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he'll know before us.
that has got to be the best joke I have told all damn month. I am so glad I could share that with you guys.
What'd you get? We didn't see.
What?
No, we didn't see it. You froze on us again.
Oh,
If you did make
it's
a
also,
joke,
both are silver. Both are chrome.
Oh, silver. It's all right. They're good figures.
Okay. I'm happy. I think it's using the same glue as the other.
I was getting ready to ask if yours were half hanging off the blister card. Hey, we're back.
Ah,
Yeah, there's
So,
a decent amount of freezing going on there, Dave.
Yeah.
yeah. If I freeze again, I might try to reset my router. And
You froze during that sentence, so
I don't know if you saw our secondary plan, Mike.
No.
You might go back to the group chat. See,
Oh, I want to go back to the group chat.
yeah,
Or we can surprise us all here. Let me see if I can get that up. That's what
you
she
need to
said.
be prepared.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that. Yeah, don't worry. I
right.
got some talkings and some happiness.
all right, Dave, what do we got?
we got Transformers. Actually, apparently the stuff happened. This
Yes.
I'm
What
trying
is
to
that?
figure out my thoughts on this one.
Someone tell me. I see him with a guitar and speakers in his chest, which is admittedly pretty cool. But what is it?
So this is based off Macross 7, where I'm frozen again, aren't I?
No,
No,
keep
you-
going.
No, you're talking. You're good. Go on.
Okay, so Macross 7, they literally were using music to fly their jets. And like he actually had a guitar, the main character had a guitar in his cockpit to fly the jet, his Veritech.
Gotcha.
And I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, first of all, it's cool, but I also don't know if I would have done this honestly with Optimus Prime. I mean, the way this trailer is, this is obviously much more a Rodimus style trailer anyway.
Right.
Apparently, they're obligated to do Optimus because he's in the next crossover you're probably going to do.
But I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, I'd actually see Hot Rod more like a Hot Rod being a rocker. That's the thing.
Yeah, and like you
But
said, the trailer
jet mode looks great.
Or even Jazz or Blaster.
Blaster I would have been really happy with Blaster for that. But yeah, they basically, the whole thing with Macross is that music is a weapon and you use it to take out your opponents and stuff. But I'm sure this is going to look good painted, and I'm sure it's just a cool robot. But the fact that, again, it just feels weird that it's Prime, because it's this transformation.
That's T'Challa
but it's
Prime.
very much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Titan says, it's or Jetfire maybe.
Yeah, that might be a little too on
selection.
the nose.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a crossover. It would just be Jetfire.
Hmm.
Why would I don't think I saw what the trailer looks like.
They only had the
How
4
would-
pictures up right now.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, how would the trailer? I mean, are you saying he's a triple changer? I mean, where would you put the
I think
trailer
it's
unless
completely
unless it's the
separate.
cargo underneath it? Or
Yeah,
is it the bottom
it's
part
got
of
to
the
just
jet?
be separate unless they've worked out some kind of next level voodoo.
It's not the bottom part of the jet. It's totally separate.
Okay.
Because there's no wheels on that jet. So
it's some Macross thing that we should know about, but we don't.
Yeah.
I kind of gave up on Macross after Macross Plus. So it got silly. We've got the new Predaking, the AMT series, and I'm
It's painted.
impressed with it painted. That's for sure.
I feel like because of the height that it's 12 inches, I feel like Hasbro is going to release this with no paint. and it's going to fit right in with Legacy. Well, Age of the Primes.
You think it's going to pull double duty? You mean?
Yeah, it probably won't have all those accessories unless it comes with whatever the Titan class thing is.
Well,
I mean, not Titan, Commander class.
those. I mean, the hands alone are more articulated than any combiner, retail level combiner that Hasbro puts out. So I don't know. Like,
No,
I could be wrong.
felt like the limbs felt very like a heavy remold of the Dinobots when I saw the pictures of the actual robots.
Yeah.
Of the Combiner Wars Dinobots.
This thing's a bit of a weird duck, right? Because it's not going to fit in with the Rodimus that already came out. And the individual robots on this are very simplistic in comparison, at least from the photos. It looks, no one has it in hand, obviously, but
that combined mode has presence.
It does, but it's not going to scale, which I don't think some people are realizing. So I don't know what this is for. Like, if you've started your, what is it, what is the line?
AMT, whatever.
Yeah, if you started your AMT with Hot Rod or Rodimus, like, he's roughly MP scale, where this is not going to fit right away. You're all over the place, and then you have to consider price. What is the price going to be?
Probably 200 or 300 to be honest.
I was going to say, I think 200 is low.
But for Combiner War designs, I don't know if I would. I mean, but
this is you're talking premium everything else, right? I mean, Hot Rod had metal on it. He has, the most beautiful retail level paint job I've ever seen. I mean, it's wonderful. Like,
and this paint job is nice. This paint job is very nice.
Well, and that's my point. Is that I think you're going to pay through the nose for this.
I say 300.
But this thing should not cost the same price as Leo.
Don't know.
It is just because of the import and that paint job, and it might even have metal.
Yeah, and I would hope that people wait, because if you looked at this picture as is, I would say that's an MP combiner, obviously, right? With the amount of detail and paint on that, and it's not, right? It's not in scale.
You're right. Hopefully people read the fine print or listen to us. It's going to be the same height as Legacy Minotaur.
There you go.
So I think that
be the same height as Combiner. It's going to be the same height as the Combiner Wars Abominus.
Yeah, that too. What's the name of the train guy?
Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden. It should be around the same height as that. So maybe that's what they're going for too. Because I think that's 12 inches.
The wings and guns look good, though. I mean, this looks like
it's super good looking.
Studio Ox
for sure.
Stuff.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It's a one-off thing, like your different versions of Voltron that you have.
Right.
This guy.
Expand. But Zoids and Transformers.
And Diaclone.
It works. I actually think this works really well.
Well, except having the Diaclone moniker on there makes me wonder about the price.
Right. We already know. Aren't they Zoids high?
Most of that Diaclone stuff's at least $200, right?
Right. And that's the thing. Like, the Diaclone stuff is something I could easily see myself getting into, but it's just like I can't. The price entry per piece is like
it is so cost prohibitive of that. That thing is like, I'm sorry, if someone's got a Diaclone collection, they're just flexing.
Well, not only that, but like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I collect. I got back into Hot Toys, right? I've got Hot Toys. Like I don't mind spending a little bit here and there, but I
But you're at
can't do
least getting a hot
both.
toy.
Well, my
That
point
can
is that
be-
I can't sustain all of this, and if
Right.
I was just if I was only collecting one thing, I might Diaclone might be in the running, but because they are very cool.
I do like that we're getting this. They like using this stand. This stand's getting a lot of use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I really want Diaclone. Diaclone is like something that I always wanted as a kid, and I was disappointed that because I think I got one of the Diaclone Seekers that had a pilot, so I like that. The fact that the other toys had seats but no pilots, the official ones, official Transformers.
Mhm.
So I've been wanting something like this, but with that price, no.
What was the toy line back when we were kids that was like the little micro creep people that were like one piece, no articulation, it was gold, but they sat inside.
Star
Are
Yours.
we talking the same thing?
No.
They-
But
and you
you're
built the
thinking about
sets.
the Star Yours.
Oh, I
Star
don't. Y'all
Years?
gonna have to send me pictures
Yeah,
of that.
they had they had a little gimmick where you could actually take them apart, put them together. They had a wind-up feature, and their cockpits had the little guy in the chest.
Oh, okay. So you're talking like I'm looking at like the red wind-up dinosaur Tyrannosaurus Rex thing.
Yeah, Mike, you're talking about the kits that you built, right? That had the little gold pilots on sprues. I had a ton of those. They were mostly dinosaurs.
Maybe. I mean, I remember seeing these Star Yours.
Somebody said Starcom.
Starcom
Jedi
is the
Mind.
magnet things.
Starcom was cool.
Yeah.
I did like Sarcom.
Cartoon was beautifully animated with the worst stories in the world, but man, that intro was just always epic.
Yeah. It was back
Yeah,
then.
y'all definitely got to send me a post after this. 'Cause I don't remember what y'all talking about.
I'm looking. I'm trying to remember. I know exactly what he's talking about because I had them.
It's not the Star Yours?
That's not ringing any bells with me. Maybe it is
Me
Zoids.
either.
Maybe it is just the old Zoids.
I don't know. I just put one in the group thing from Transformers Land when I popped it up.
Oh, 44.
Anyhow,
Let me see if we got better pictures here. They got the they just have the one picture here.
Yeah, I saw a better picture somewhere where it was it's like the cartoon version of Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper. I guess that's their focus here, but they didn't even zoom in on the picture.
But we got more stuff. Yeah, we got the missing link of Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee.
The Toon version.
They got that new MP Prime.
Those are
This is
Toon
actually the one that
version.
really surprised me. They got the Hearts of Steel here. I was surprised how small that Starscream is.
Well,
and they've
don't
released
forget
what?
the
3 of
Spiders
those?
leader class.
Pick Mike. What you say?
No, I was saying, did they release? Have they already released like 3 of those from that storyline? So is this the? Oh, well, there's Prime. Never mind.
Oh no.
Prime was
They
a two.
told-
Prime and Starscream are a 2-pack. But I mean, look at the
Yeah.
size of Prime versus the Constructicons.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I also
I thought
can't
they would
get.
just be a.
My problem is, I think Starscream's good for what it is, but the Prime, the locomotive mode looks like a. Forgive me, looks like a kid's toy. I mean, it looks
It looks like Thomas.
yeah.
It looks like Thomas.
And if they don't do a Thomas crossover, there's something wrong with them.
That's on the way, I bet you.
But it's just
mean,
something
I've got
about maybe it's the coloration in the alt mode. I'm not sure, or maybe the proportions are just kind of almost chibi. Maybe that's it. That it's kind of chibi.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
He should have been
I mean, I've
Voyager
got the
class.
MMC versions of way back in the day.
Right. I've still got the Starscream too, and the Prime and they did all 3 Seekers. They did Prime and they did Shockwave.
Right, because he was the Ironclad, right?
The Shockwave was
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I.
the big ship, the big destroyer.
Yeah.
I only seen it at work.
And a,
I seen Optimus at work because it was on somebody's desk. Right here we have MPG Hauler, showing you that they're still doing MP scale with MPG. Oh, and we get to see Optimus next to him. I just thought about that to show you the scale.
I was kind of surprised that Hauler is going to be an official release, and I thought he'd be like some kind of exclusive, to be honest. But it's an easy repaint.
Yeah.
So compared to Hauler, I don't think I have any MP bots of that, the Inferno Hauler mold. Is that how big is Optimus undersized, or is he right?
No, he's right. He's definitely like the same size as MP44 and 10.
Okay, got it.
yeah, because I think the
That's a great mold,
X-Transbot's
by the way.
crane. I think the X-Transbot's crane is a little bigger than MP Inferno, but not by much.
Right, I remember when those figures came out. That's probably some of the best Takara engineering of how they handled the crane and the ladder folding up into their backs.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see how the height between these two. So it looks like it might even be bigger than MP44, to be honest. Looking at this picture.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, the New Age figured it out too. They hid away the.
Well, I honestly again, I haven't bought a Masterpiece figure in so long, but when I remember when I got my hands on the Inferno, literally all that was going through my head is this is one of the most perfect Transformers I've ever handled. Complex enough, but not enough to make me question what I'm doing. Some really awesome engineering, and it was built like a freaking tank. Like you did not feel. It doesn't feel fragile at all. I love that figure.
Yep, and Toys Perceptor, they're about the same height.
I just realized in the comments, Jedi Mindset asked Starcom ? How old are you? Because you're in a chat here in a show.
No. I think he was thinking Starcom was because it came with the little magnet.
Oh, okay. I thought he was asking.
He wasn't asking what Starcom was.
Got it. My apologies. Yeah, if you're over a certain age, the younger collectors don't know anything about Starcom.
It's a toy line that you instantly lost the visor 5 minutes after you open the package.
Yeah, but I can still hear the mechanism when you activate the.
We see Devastator in the background. And
so what's the next toy that will come out?
I don't think they said.
Okay.
But hopefully far in the future so we can save our money.
I would say because right now you have one arm and one leg out right now, right?
Oh, for a Devastator?
Yep.
I think by fall. Oh, actually, the 2-pack isn't due out till like the middle of the summer.
Yeah, August, I think.
So, but before the end of the year, we should have all of them.
Okay. 40+ years young. God bless the Jedi mindset.
There you go. So he knows what's up.
What we're talking about.
My apologies. Yeah, I mean, I've been bellyache. Did the Prime and the Starscream from the Hearts of Steel go up for pre-order?
I don't remember it doing that.
I don't either, because I feel like I would have bitched about it, but still ultimately pre-ordered it because I did like that comic book. It's fond memories of the Dreamwave days of comic books, and it was the Dreamwave comic books that ultimately got me back into Transformers. So between that and the MMC Starscream that I own, I'll probably pick these up, even though I'll bitch about it.
I think they were Pulse exclusives.
Really? I have to look. I honestly haven't put much effort into it, so I have to look it up.
So,
well, you think it was
all right?
Pulse
Well,
exclusive?
move out from Transformers for a little bit. Well, the thing is,
While you're doing that, Dave,
Oh,
I'll answer Matt
yeah.
here. It is a 2-pack for $60.
Yeah, I see it on Pulse. Is it available anywhere else? That's the question.
I don't think so.
I see. I'm looking at it now. I
Matt,
think
did you-
is. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
So this is awesome. And I don't want to buy this again.
I was going to ask if this is the one that's going to get you to pull trigger on this mold.
Oh, yeah, let me
Yeah.
let me just reach back here. You can see.
Oh, you did pull the trigger on that mold.
I did pull the trigger on it, and I'm not sad that I did, and I am a little now that I'm looking at this because there's just. But, however, the Lost Light version is cool, but it's also very specific, right? However, the inevitable black and gray with a mustache might end up getting me back. You know they're gonna have the Shattered Glass Rodimus with his Spock mustache. That might get me. That might get me. But this is cool. This color scheme is beautiful. I love this version.
I think that this might be my new favorite color combination. I thought I liked the black and teal with Scourge, but this is like.
And I'll tell you, Dave. Like I know you know. We'll talk about some stuff later, but he's one on my list of like one of the ones that I wasn't going to pick up, right? And then when I did, like he's definitely top 5 material for this year. He's really that good. And what's cool is like, and I won't go on about it, but what's cool is like, even if you're, like you said, Dave, you're out of NP collecting, this is an excellent one-off like centerpiece that you can just put up. He's that well done. But I digress.
No, that's a sales pitch. That's a good pitch.
I digressed.
Of course, more blockies. I'm frozen again. Yay.
You are.
Yeah, we're definitely not looking at blocking right now. Cover you.
Now we see your eyes moving.
But we got probably the biggest ones on that one is, I mean, there's. Come on. I swear, I have to redo my router.
The vehicle mode is good if you don't care about gaps.
What's that on the hot rod?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I mean, it's a space car. The space car is supposed to have space gaps. Just tell yourself that.
So wait, is this the first time they're actually making vehicle modes?
No.
Well, the
combiners.
Well,
are new.
the smaller ones all come with like vehicles, but they put in a gimmick, a hidden gimmick that the Constructicons can combine.
Okay.
But you have to get a whole separate set with the legs and body parts to make them combine.
Oh, so you're buying them twice.
No, but you are. I thought it was just like a combination kit.
Yes, a combination kit. Like you get the vehicles, but they have ports, so you can use the kit to it.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
oh, that's Skyward.
I like
Looks
these
cool.
little ones. Yeah,
These
these
are the
little
tiny
ones
right?
might be even more fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
what
these are
these.
smaller
Yeah, I
than
mean
the
that's
ones
what I
we
got
already
right
have?
here, the little guys, and they are fun.
No, those
No,
are
yours are
smaller than
big.
those. You got the medium-sized ones. These are smaller than the ones you have in front of you.
Yeah, these are about
Oh, wow.
two
There's
and a
3
half
sizes.
inches.
He's shocked.
I definitely cannot wait for Shockwave.
Yeah, these they put a bulge in the waist. The ones you have, I wish they do that on that size.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like they went backwards, and like it took just as much plastic to make the peg in the hole as it would to have made
Right.
the ball in the
Oh.
hole.
Yeah.
As you learn
Is
in
this-
every good health class.
Is this the one that, or is this the same company as doing that that stop motion video Soundwave you guys were showing earlier this week
Yeah,
with
the bigger
laser beak that
Soundwave,
actually articulates?
yeah, that's their biggest size, I think.
The Soundwave video is
Yeah.
that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their next. I don't remember what it's called. Their premium top tier. That's their next release.
I forgot what it's called as well.
And it's cool though, because if you notice, and I think it's been talked about before, but Laserbeak came with Megatron, and it's the regular, like after the Earth mode Laserbeak. The Laserbeak that comes with the Soundwave is got the Cybertronian head on it, which is, I don't think it's got the rounded wings, but it's got the
It
Cybertronian head.
So it doesn't make any sense for it to have that head.
No, but at least it's a little different. I thought that was pretty cool. But yes, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, it should have had, maybe it'll have swap out parts for rounded wings.
I think it should have been Buzzsaw.
Yeah, that would have made sense too.
They gotta get you buying something else. Buzzsaw's gonna come with Sound Blaster.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So
So
all right, I know we're going on through this, but I'm kind of stuck now. I'm trying. There's like 17 different classes on this Blockies page.
Yeah, Classic
ES
Class has
Elite?
light.
Shine.
Yeah, Classic Class is the
I
ones
think-
with.
did we lose Dave? Did we lose everyone?
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're talking. Could you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Oh no, I was frozen. I was frozen up.
Well,
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
We've never not heard you, Mike. You've been talking.
I honestly think Spectrum's got a thing going on against a lot of people this week. It's not.
I'm using the Xfinity.
See, this show is not sponsored
My
by
fault.
Spectrum, but T is sponsored by Xfinity. So let's all change over.
Let's say,
Hmm.
I'll say I'm on Xfinity as well. And my router's right in the closet over there.
Xfinity better.
I'm still stuck with Verizon.
I've got a freaking signal booster right over
All right.
2 feet away. Super 7 is doing blind boxes for their reaction because well, friends don't let friends.
Yeah, I've been trying not to buy their O-ring figures. I've just seen a bunch of them, but then I had to remind myself that they're $20.
Yeah, that helps you not buy them.
Hey,
When they're that
bucks. Yeah,
expensive.
that's insane for that.
I will. The only thing that
Yeah,
for me that
there's no need.
reactions are, the only thing that they're good for me is like I bought the Edgar Allan Poe reaction figure, which is cool, right? I mean, although now that I say that, it is entirely possible that there should be companies that do, like the Biblical Adventures did Jesus. We can't get Edgar Allan Poe.
I could see NECA making.
Well,
Edgar
I mean,
Allan Poe.
Figure Obscura did do a Poe reference.
Right. I hope they do more, but I'd like the one of the man himself.
Who
I
owns
would
the
say I
rights?
could
for it?
totally see NECA doing that though.
Yeah.
I mean,
They've basically done a Vincent Price and with the others that I'm sure you'll be able to name faster than me, Dave.
The other guy
Yeah.
from that movie, Star Wars. 2 of them.
Oh, Peter Cushing.
The Peter Cushing.
right? But, okay, the reason I was talking about
And
the
Heck,
specifically Vincent Price was because it was him. It wasn't him as a character.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, is Poe
And
public
next time-
domain?
Can a
Is he
person be public domain?
Probably. Did he die over 100 years ago?
I wasn't there. I don't remember.
We should have learned this in school. Never
What
mind.
else, what else we got, Dave?
Well, yeah,
Well, I know we don't normally talk 1/6 scale, but this Nightcrawler looks absolutely awesome.
That's a theme with them. They look
Mhm.
awesome.
now
I'm
I
moving them.
mean, again, this is 1/6 scale, but
yeah,
this is impressive as hell.
as long as the tail is bendy wire versus what we've gotten from Hasbro, then that's already a leg up.
Well, it looks like he's got 2 different tail options.
Yeah.
I like the stand, got the teleportation effects, and I like the fact that one of these is to hold a sword.
Oh, yeah. It's X-Men 97. Is this... No. Was any of those other figures X-Men 97?
No,
I
but
think the
they're kind of,
Wolverine was close.
you know, they're... Good shot, though. I mean, these Mondos are not cheap. These are going to be, this is like, $200?
I thought they were a little more, but I definitely see
Yeah.
they're definitely on the more expensive niche side of things.
Didn't they used to be cheaper? I thought the Masters of the Universe was under 100. I was under 200.
Let's see.
I do like the fact, like when you go, oh, sorry, he's $245 and already sold out.
Yeesh. No. I'm going to just stick with my
Lionel,
Marvel Legend.
Yeah, Lionel was $225.
So
Hello.
I mean,
It's
one
like-
of the things I do like the fact though that you go on here and the first thing they talk about is Dave Cockrum's art, who's the guy who
Mhm.
originally created Nightcrawler. I think that's absolutely awesome. But,
Oh, that seems
yeah.
like a lot for a big action figure. Like, it's no
Oh.
soft goods.
Yeah. I mean, they're nice looking. They're very cool, but not in my wheelhouse.
Talked about 1/6 scale. This Joy Toy keeps on trying to tempt me and tempt me and tempt me, and the turtles I thought were gonna get me, this may be the one that finally fucking gets me.
Well, what scale
I
are these?
love the King of Fighters series.
I know nothing of these.
1/18.
No. Mm.
But when you look how much stuff this comes with, though. Like I played the hell out of King of Fighters 98 on my Dreamcast, so I have sentimental value to these characters, and these are hitting these poses so damn well.
I like the
Yeah,
idea.
the effects pieces are really standing out.
That's the thing. They
Yeah,
are
who
not.
is this one?
This guy here?
No, the one before we were looking at.
Oh, that is Benny Maru. The way King of Fighters would go, they always would have the game was played with teams of 3, and there was always like a main character in those teams of 3. There was always the main character guy, there was a pretty boy, and then there was a heavy hitter. And of course, Benimaru is a pretty boy who is
Benimaru.
based off of. He's actually influenced by Polnareff, I want to say, from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Without knowing anything about this, and when I saw this show up, I was like, "So we have a Japanese guy, a Street Fighter guy, and then a female." And until I actually saw the pictures, I'm like, "Oh." So that's just my ignorance.
Yeah,
but
this guy was again.
anyhow.
This was Goro was the heavy hitter, and I love that he has the gi over his shoulders.
That looks like
That is really cool.
Ryu with a small head.
No, he's huge. He was like this guy would be the size of Zangief. Got this huge impact effect, and then
That's neat.
But then the main character for the King of Fighters series is Kyo, which is this guy, and I do have his figure right here. It's like, so this guy has been one of my favorite fighting game characters for a long time.
So who made that one, Dave?
Oh, that was the Storm Collectibles.
Okay.
And Storm Collectibles is doing King of Fighters 98 in their Arena series as well. But look at all that when it comes to effects. That's
Are
his
these
like
20
super
bucks?
attack.
Are these $20?
No, they're actually about.
The suspense.
Yeah, we didn't hear the price.
I think they go for about $45.
I'm gonna stick with Jada Street Fighter.
Oh, I know. No. I'm just saying, like for me,
That
it's been a
does
big.
look
This is
awesome,
when
though.
I'll talk. And then the last thing we really want to talk about is Todd came back, and he's got his new Doomslayer figure from Doom: The Dark Ages, and this is part of his Elite Edition.
It'll be
That's
nice if
cool.
Elite
Soft
meant-
goods for the cape.
If Elite meant more articulation, that would be awesome.
Oh, you haven't heard the best part, T.
The price,
$60.
right?
Yeah.
Todd is all over the place. Like he'll be like, "Oh, wait, I want to keep things cheap and good price, $60," and you're looking at it like, why?
I mean, the paint. Look, I mean, I'm looking at the paint here. It's got it's got washing on here. That might actually be true metal chain here.
I think it is. But isn't this the same sculpt as before, or is this?
I'm going to
all
say
new
this.
sculpt?
This is probably some of the best painting I've seen on a release McFarlane.
I think it's updated sculpt
But
because the character design is
still see the
different.
pin joints. On a side note, I was this close into buying this game until I saw a review where a guy beat the whole game without ever having to change guns. He's like, it was cool, but you don't need to do anything. But that's the main toy news we've got
Yeah.
for us this week.
It is not an exclusive. You can get it at most of your major e-retailers, including Amazon. Venom Bite.
Probably GameStop, but they closed.
the GameStop isn't shown on this story. So you're moving, Dave. Slowly but surely.
You got to say what's happening before you disappear again.
All right, you're back.
It's weird because I'm looking out here. My computer, I've got a full signal on here, but when I put on StreamYard, it says I got like 1 dot. It's like, make up your mind. It's not the fact that McFarlane has bought GameStop. There's news that basically one of McFarlane's partners bought GameStop Canada and is turning it back into electronics boutique, I believe. So it's going to be back to EB Games up in Canada.
I remember them.
Okay.
Remember Funkoland?
I do too.
Remember what?
Funkoland.
I don't remember Funkoland.
Funkoland.
That's what most of the GameStops here were before.
Oh, you see, yeah. When I grew up in Rockville, it was EB Games.
Yeah, some of the EB Games turned to GameStops, and some of the Funkolands became GameStop.
Okay, yeah. Where I grew up, it was EB Games. So, but that's all the main news here. But we got things to talk about because it is still, we're hitting that midpoint of the year, and I think it's always just take a time to take a look at what we've spent our money on, what we enjoyed, and I kind of want to talk about a little bit. I kind of put out to you guys your challenge for the things you've bought this year. Your top. I was going to ask for top 3, but some of you guys decided to go for some extra credit, which is never a bad thing. So some of your top purchases you think for 2025 as of right now.
All right. Who goes first?
Let's go with. I know T's been put some this, so we're gonna let T go first.
Hi, everybody. Honorable mention. We're gonna go with crazy figure, body of girl. But after that, I'm gonna go with Tangerine here. She does some stuff that I was hoping Mezco would finally do, like the better articulation for females, like actually having an ab crunch, double jointed knees and double jointed elbows. I haven't bought any of their other females, but they went extra credit by giving her like pliable, like a metal endoskeleton, so she can get super crazy posable. And I really like that, and I like all of her options and all the accessories and stuff that they gave her, which is cool. And she's awesome. She's a total badass.
Yeah, I definitely think she's
like she advertised.
Yeah, she's definitely on one-off from their other Mezco females with like their single jointed elbows and such. So.
The Power Ranger females have the same body with the soft, squishy upper torso with the endoskeleton. But
all right,
go to the next person.
Oh, well, while Dave's moving, let's go to Matthew.
Let's see. Somebody that I haven't talked about that I actually got in on the set. This team here is shaping up to be a runaway win purchase for the year so far, and that's the Dreamstar Toys Constructicon set. These guys are I mean, you could see all the reviews online, but these guys are what the movieverse Constructicons probably should have looked like.
He looks like an Insecticon almost.
With that big old scoop on the back?
Now,
Come on.
now
It
is his
reminds me of-
transformation simpler than their aerial bots?
I did both. I owned Scrapper and Hook and was able to do both of I followed a video, but I was able to do both transformations without any swearing or stressing out. So
Or cutting
So
yourself.
better than
right.
so better than the others.
Well, I've never handled the aerial bots. I only know them by reputation. So I would say they are leaps and bounds better, given what I've heard.
Okay.
Who's next?
Well, that was number 3.
Let's go for you.
Are we doing them all at once, or are we doing round robin? I thought you
Oh
were
no,
doing one.
round robin.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Round
go.
robin. All right, so then let's. All right, so there is an honorable mention, at least on my end, that I thought I had here. Where to put him? Well, he's forgettable then. But my third pick so far has been the Zolicon exclusive or convention exclusive Legendary Barbarian. I normally have these guys out and playing, but I mean, this guy has been my work desk fidget toy for a while. The fact that it's a nice. The accessories are nice is what you expect, but with the alternate face and the 3 different heads, I mean, you get your He-Man, Conan, and Thundar, the Barbarian, right there, all in one big shot. So if you're at the conventions, you obviously snag this guy. If you have a friend going to a convention, have them snag one for you. It's definitely not eBay price. It's not $215. Don't pay that at all. But he's definitely worth the 50, I would say. So that's mine. Dave.
Wish me luck with the internet here. I'm gonna go for my number 3 is actually the Peter Cushing figure. Where he dropped his steak. Must be in the carpet between here and there. But my number 3 is the Peter Cushing figure. I think this NECA absolutely nailed it out of the park. If you have this figure, he actually, he has actually 2 torsos. So he actually could have done 2. Gave us all the parts. So you get the parts, the accessories. The face sculpt is dead on. I love the stressed out hair, and I love this figure. I absolutely adore everything that they did with this. This is the Peter Cushing figure. This is the Van Helsing I have always wanted. So
He looks cool and young. I think it's me again.
Back to you, T.
Your turn, T.
How do we embiggen me?
I got you.
Yeah.
There you go.
MPG fucking right. I think that's the right name, right? But yeah, look at that. I didn't expect them to be able to do this in the super mode, and this has been one toy that I've been wanting to get an upgrade forever. I know it happened before, but this is more toy / cartoon accurate than that other version that's been popular. And like I said, look at this. The fact that you can push the foot forward and I'm able to stabilize them on my hand. One hand. And usually with Masterpiece figures, I open them and mess with them and put a review and just put them down. But this is one that I've gone back to and I've actually transformed it for fun because of the different modes back and forth. So this is one of my favorite things for this year so far.
Very cool. All right, Matt, hit us with your number 2.
All right, my number 2 is Jezzy. Jezzy is phenomenal. He's 2.
Oh, this is not real order.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have
he just
anything to
came
say
out,
about
right?
him. He did. Came out over here, I guess. Yeah. I don't really have anything more to say about him that isn't already said in a bunch of reviews. He's phenomenal. He's a little oversized, just a tad bit maybe on the larger side, but besides that, he's awesome. Go get him. He should own him.
Very cool.
That's all I got.
He was
All right.
almost in my bag.
I know. I was watching.
All right. So number 2, and Dave, you're going to find out why I saying this is definitely the new Steel Brigade. Just the new use of parts, using a great one of the great new bucks from Series 5. It's a lot of fun. Gimmick wise, even without the gimmick of the back metal head, it's a great customizable figure. Beats out a lot of other actually valid figures and classified figures. I couldn't find any that I was happy with this so far. But yeah, definitely a cool find and readily available for now. Oh, and I did find my honorable mention. That was the pulling all exclusives out, but it's weird. It's like, but this the Savage Crucible con exclusive for this year, the Shield of Dazera. Again, it's the same figure, just a repaint, but it's a beautiful, beautiful looking piece. The iridescent or the pearlescent white on the body is awesome. That's it.
Very cool. Well, my number 2 is actually is also an Action Force, and also a convention. Actually, it was not a convention exclusive though. It is the mailaway exclusive of the Party Pants Pandora.
Oh, okay.
I love everything about this figure. I actually like this one a lot better than than her in black. It's just something is just extra sinister about her.
So I'm going to tell
and I
you
just-
real quick sorry to interrupt, but it was so funny just a second ago because when you held her up, you froze briefly and the light caught her. Right. She got washed out. She looks like Earthworm Jim when she's washed out. With the curl in her hair, I thought you had one of the Earthworm Jim figures. I thought, wow, is that thing cool? And it wasn't, but that's good too. Anyway, carry on.
She is a nifty guy, Earthworm Jim. A suit. Never mind. Why do I still remember that theme song? But
Because you're like us.
yeah, but I absolutely again, I love everything about this figure. It's just it looks good. It has personality. It has presence. The joints are actually probably some of the best female figure joints that Val has made, and that is my number 2.
At the top of it was
My number 1 for now is Romancy Gun Girl right here. She is
Waiting for 5
awesome.
kids to get their shipment.
Crazy, crazy awesome. All the different options you have. And the fact that if you get the deluxe set,
You
you get 2 actual figures. And you can use these things that I got from Matt. And spruce her up. Well, I got the outfit from somewhere else. But yeah. She is freaking awesome, and I got a video on it. Go watch it. Now. Yay.
all right.
Oh, I look tired.
You do.
Okay, and my number 1. Oh, one more thing. The Titan asks how Jezzy scales with Rodimus. So let me get that comparison real quick because we ain't gonna please. He is a little big. So there they are. Let's see if I can get a good side by side. So he does scale about a head taller than, half a head taller than Hot Rod.
Yeah, definitely thick too.
Yeah. So, I mean, you pose them, they're in some kind of dynamic scene or whatever, you're not really going to notice. But yes, just be aware he is a little bit larger. But still good. But the aesthetics are very similar, so I like that. Anyway, my number one so far is an entire team that's come out this year so far, and it's the Magic Square Combaticons are just phenomenal. I cannot wait until the set is complete. They're not the flashiest thing in the world, but they're just so well done. I can't wait. Anyway, that's rounds out my
So
list.
if you would say the Magic Square or the MMCs for your your on an island, that's the set you want to keep. You're going Magic Square.
I don't own the MMCs, so just
Okay.
going off of what I've seen, as long as the Magic Square set holds together in combined mode, then yes. Which will be,
Okay.
I mean, the legend scale's fine. It holds together and has good tolerances. I guess we'll see with the larger guys, but so far so good.
There's no comparison.
Okay. All right. Well, number one for me has actually been one of the most consistent lines that I've picked up, and as we've said otherwise, we've each enabled each other. So T is the one that got me into this line, but they have been consistent bangers at every release, including the two that I was fortunate to find out in the wild. One of the two here is Blanca. So the Jada Toy Street Fighter, every release has been just a fun toy, and it's a beautiful thing to look at. And these two are no exceptions with the being a larger size. And I think I did get the Fei Long Deluxe version. I think he's somewhere downstairs. But yeah, these guys have, obviously the tolerances are really well done. There's enough deco to keep you interested in with it, but the fact that overall for the price you're getting a lot of accessories, a lot of beautiful sculpt work. So yeah,
Didn't mention
don't sleep on
posability.
Jada. Oh well, I can say with this guy. I mean, if you can get this guy to look up straight like this, and he's hunched over, the articulation on these guys without there's no comparable brand right now that is going to beat Jada, in my opinion. So that's my one. David.
Well, my number one. It really just flew me of how much fun I've had messing with this figure. Is from the Mythic Legions line, actually, and that is the Tropiculi.
Very good. Okay.
This thing, dear Lord, if you ask me,
He's talking about being on an island somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway,
We missed that part.
if I was only going to have one Mythic Legions figure, if I could leave this house only one Mythic Legions figure, it's going to be this thing. The amount of potential of what you can do, from how they've designed him to use the part.
Watch his review, everybody.
And that's why this figure is absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend this thing any longer, any higher.
Cool.
Sorry, I hope I didn't ramble on too bad about that.
Nope,
No,
you're
we
right on
missed
point.
it.
Which goes to
So I
show you
guess-
how different tastes are, because the Genrai I ended up buying, and he is on my most disappointed of this year so
Oh.
far.
I love
And-
them. Oh, that's metal. Look at all that.
And no
Yes.
one has brought up anything that's maximum in this line of or our picks
Oh.
so far. So
That's because it's only 3. I was just playing with that figure earlier.
Hey,
Does
listen, I
anybody
figured
own
with
that?
3 to 4 of us, I figured 3 would be a good amount for everyone to talk about. And you know,
and Dave said extra credit was allowed. So, but how about you guys in the chat? What's your top 3 so far? Have we replicated your thoughts on things, or is there something we've missed at this point? Shoot it out there so we can talk about it real quick.
Yeah, and the after show in the comments would be good as well.
Mike, I think I might need you to take us home because the way I don't trust this internet right now.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, before you go, then, I mean, what do you got going on your end with things, then, Dave?
Main thing right now is, aside from fighting this damn computer and internet, is I want to try to get a review out for this Spider-Man figure, because he is that good. He is that much fun. I enjoyed this figure very much. So
Very cool.
Damn
And
good.
it is
Keep
a
up
damn
on
good
that.
figure.
So click your notifications bell for Dave's channel, guys. T, what about you?
Me, I reviewed the Oaktown Fairy Elf at work today, and I edited everything that I filmed at work. But now I need to go grab some stuff and hopefully find the things I want to compare it to, so I can put a capper on the review and have it ready for tomorrow. And then
Okay.
I showed this earlier. These blockies, say things. I'm gonna be looking at them to some capacity out of obligation, but that's about that.
Matt, you got anything coming in here soon that you're anticipating or highly,
Everything.
really awaiting?
On the way in, let me see. What do I have coming in? Oh, I finally am going to catch up on Fans Toys Devastator, so I'll finally have
Oh.
Scavenger coming in. So he shipped
Oh,
from
yeah.
Josie. Yay! I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I'm just been waiting.
You get a tracking number already?
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah, mine. I know the label's made, and I also have Ocular Max's blades. I don't know where the hell it's in the country, but I don't know what's happening. Might be in customs for the past 4 days.
Yeah, yeah. I will say I have New Age Sunstreaker coming in. I'm excited to look at that. So he hasn't shipped yet, but he should be on his way soon.
Okay. Very good.
That's
Well,
it.
before I go to me, I want to bring up Jedi Mindset. He brought up his top 3. The 5K Toys Dark Side or Death, which, Dave, I think you have him as well, don't you?
Oh yeah, I got him. That was an absolutely
Okay.
fantastic figure. Make sure
Alright,
you hit
the
it with a
metal card-
UV light. If you have not hit that thing with the ultraviolet light, you're missing out one of the coolest features to it.
All right. And someone explained to me the metal card Flash Victor. What is that?
I have no clue what that is.
I know what Jezzy is, and I want that
Yeah.
at some point.
All right. Well, Jedi, you gave everyone here homework to do after the show's over to look at that and see what's going on.
I'm
And
looking
then
it up
Venom-
right now.
And then Venom Bite brings up his Rom. A very interesting figure. I picked him up, and T, I know you did a review on him.
Yeah, I like Rom.
One of those fully painted and new sculpts. It looks really cool. The shield as well, and I wish I would have thought of this, but yeah, like this Sesame Street figures from NECA, all 3 of them primo. I mean, so much so that T gave us an episode of Sesame Street on his review of those figures, and the count is absolutely awesome. I love his soft goods cape and everything. Great set of 3 you have there, Venom Bite. So For me, what do I even have to say that's I haven't said before? Still working on different things. It's been a crazy, crazy past 2 months. And rolling into month number 3. But now that my son's going to get out of his first year of college, and it'll free up a little more time for me to actually get back behind the camera and do some more stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around and stuff with it. I got some things hopefully coming up here shortly. So
Cool.
and Izana just says it so much. It says it perfectly. I just buy so much stuff. That is absolutely the case for some of us here for different parts. But at that point, we're going to say goodnight, folks. As always, thank you for checking us out in the chat. And we will talk to you all next week. Bye.
See y'all.